What is up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Shaker's Den, of course, here exclusively on Battleground Podcast. And first and foremost, honey, pull them things out, baby. It's NXT Uncut, honey.
That was perfect timing. I'm not gonna lie. I think Nikki has frozen now. Praise the Lord. So while Nikki, I guess, becomes unfrozen, we will dive into uh NXT Uncut, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of things that happened tonight. Of course, we were off the heels of what was, let's say, NXT WrestleMania like. So, I mean, it was only a amount for time where we got back into tonight's episode of NXT, which I thought was really good. I mean, we're on the heels of Halloween Havoc that's happening next week, of course. And so, I mean, we have to truly like dive into exactly what is going to be happening for Halloween Havoc. Like I said, Nikki, I guess she's having some technical issues and everything like that. So Nikki will be back in a few minutes per se. So let's kind of go ahead and, like I said, dive into NXT and everything. So while Nikki is not here right now, she'll be back shortly. But we start out with our opening match here. Um, the Bada Bing Bada Boom Tag Team Battle Royal. We had all of these amazing tag teams here fighting to face Tony D'Angelo and Stacks at Halloween Havoc next week per se. And I mean, this was very chaotic, a very chaotic opening to before NXT and everything like that. So I think Nikki is back. I want to say she's loading up here, but yeah. So we kicked off here with the tag team battle royal, and like I said, I think Nikki is back now. Nikki, they snatched you out of here.
I literally go up to turn on my volume and I hit the power button and then it just goes
Wow.
all of
And
it.
here I thought you was having connection issues.
Terrible. Oh, just wait. When I turned on my computer, the Wi-Fi was not connecting. So whatever.
Wow.
NXT Uncut, baby.
Listen, don't get no better than that. But as I said, we start out here with this tag team battle royal. Um, like I said, it was very chaotic opening. My man Pete back there, always happy to see him. I did not know that the Brawling Bruce was in this because I did not see them on the graphic last week, so I just assumed they just I guess added them or whatever. But of course, I'm gonna always root for my man Pete. Of course, even though Ridge is there, I thought maybe the Creed brothers would have got it, but then of course I got to root for my HBCU Chase U in the building too, though. So I mean, like I always gotta represent. I don't have on the colors right now, but I am wearing black, and black is inside that shirt, so I guess it counts for something. Um,
Terrible.
so all of them, it was down to our final two teams to be exact. Chase U, of course, and Umberto and Angel Garza, which this turned into a regular tag team match with the winner. Of course, like I said, going off to Halloween Havoc to face. What was that? Girl, you got somebody horns blowing out here. So this they will go off to face Sax and Tony D'Angelo at Halloween Havoc, which Tony and Sax were up there eating their spaghetti and meatballs with a glass of wine, a little bread on the side, chilling, eating their food while watching, all the chaos and the madness happen. I'm just like, spaghetti and meatball, ew. It should have been like I know it's like National Pasta Day, and I know that people consider spaghetti is a pasta, but come on now, you could have like
You
chicken
don't you don't
Alfredo.
like spaghetti and meatballs?
I don't.
That's crazy.
I don't even eat spaghetti, so
I mean, that's true, but I would at least be like, oh, if it
mm,
got meatballs,
no,
that's crazy.
no. I thought they would have cousin Maria serving him serving them her spaghetti and meatballs. They no, that did not transpire at all, Sarah. But like I said, it ended up being a regular tag team match.
Yep.
And of course, I mean, I was torn between the two because I do like Chase U. You know, of course, Chase University is my HBCU. That's where I go. Girl, please. And then I've always had a thing for Umberto. Always had a thing for Umberto. And then Angel Garza, he's just there too. So, I mean, it sucks that the Creed brothers got kind of screwed out of this because technically they did eliminate Umberto, but I guess it didn't count in a sense. So, I don't know, man. It was kind of a little fishy about that in a sense, but Chase U did end up getting the victory and everything. Got Jace out there being the cheerleaders, and they will face Tony D'Angelo and Stacks for those NXT Tag Team Champions next week. So I mean, Nikki, opening match here, Chase U. Of course, I hope that they win.
Girl, sit
I
the
hope
fuck
I hope that they
down.
win, and y'all need to put the Chase U sweatshirts on WWE Shop so I can get one, or I go somewhere else. But okay, first of all, that was really unnecessary. How do you come off the heels of homecoming week and you disrespect my HBCU? Like what?
I want to see this. I want to see the certificate. Secondly, Angel Garza, Humberto Del Rio. I mean, Humberto. Don't piss me off. Cause what y'all did,
You
guarantee you tonight when you watch my stream, y'all
mhm.
got an ass whooping coming. Definitely
You're
by
gonna go beat
Brutus
them up for
and
what?
Julius, because of what they did.
They
I don't
played a
like that.
smart.
They are not supposed to be here. You playing a dirty game, and that's why your ass didn't win. You got to the finals, and now you got to go face Julius and Brutus.
But you know who did
Yeah,
win? Chase you. You love to see it. You do. What if Regina George, I mean JC cost them the titles?
wow, that would be
I
the
will
best thing living.
I will have to knock her ass out. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get her these hands for real. You thought kicking JC in the face, Gigi in the face was something?
hey, that's like the best moment, bro. Like I honestly, oh,
Let me tell you something. JCJ is a fake ass bitch, and that's exactly what she is. Tonight,
good feud, good
we love
feud.
to see
But
that though.
yes, I think they're gonna win. Um,
I
Chase
hope
you,
so. I hope so.
yeah,
I'm rooting for it very very much, but I don't
Chill.
know. Like I'm really hoping that Thea does not, she already got on her bad girl era and shit like that. So I
Ooh,
hope
Thea,
yeah, girl. I don't know what she.
girl, she's a little ass
Uh,
girl.
hey, Angel's cheeks. One time for Julius. Julius, everything.
Yes, honey. Look, show us that thing, Julius.
Round of applause.
Nice.
All right. But yeah, so shout out to Chase
Honey,
for getting the victory and everything. And I think this would spark a feud, of course, between Angel and Umberto and the Creed brothers because of how things were happening. And there was a,
yeah.
a mix of other possible feuds between the men's tag team division, of course, at the head of the Dusty Rhodes classics happening for the men and women. I'm sure that with the men, you can kind of see who's going to be teaming with each other, and what's to come for that. So I'm excited to see that. So we move on here because Lexis King, we got another video promo from him and everything. And of course, we back at it again talking about how he doesn't want to live on his dad's legacy. He wants to take out another name King. But what we do know is that he will be making his debut at Halloween Havoc next week. So I'm extremely excited to see Lexis King. I know he actually did a debut at NXT live show over the weekend, um, which he won his match. I think he faced Dante Chin. Um,
Okay.
don't quote me wrong, but yeah, he debuted over the weekend, and it looks like it's about that time. Oh, it was Brooke Jensen. Okay. So looks like he will be making his television debut next week. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the presentation is for him, from his look, from his theme to if he's having a match, what they're gonna do with him and everything. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I love
Honestly.
it. Honey,
Um,
I'm with it. I got to see him wrestle in PW Revolver.
mhm,
And he was good. Then he wrestled a match with Rich Swan.
mm.
The boy can go, baby. The boy can go, honey. I love it.
I'm glad he kind of cleaned it up a little bit because last week was looking a little
Yep.
crazy.
The little
Around
Beijing,
very much Beijing is.
Beijing is.
Mhm.
But I'm
Gotta keep.
ready. I want to know who his opponent is. I think it's going to be Axiom.
It could be. Ask him. He hasn't really been doing much, in a sense. So who knows? I don't see anything wrong with it being Axiom. I mean, he's an amazing talent,
Yeah.
himself. He does a. I want to put him and Ricochet in the match. It's wrestling.
It's 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 bound to happen.
It's bound to
That
happen.
is wrestling though. That is definitely wrestling.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to Lexus King. We'll be seeing him making his debut next week. Which we will be here for Halloween Havoc. Of course, because it means NXT Uncut. It'll be Halloween Havoc Uncut, some type
Yeah.
of spice it up a little,
Yeah.
y'all. Okay.
Oh God.
Because I said that this would happen. So first we get Mello. He comes out. Of course, he was about to talk about, the match that he was going to have later, a triple threat match, possibly getting another opportunity to face Dragunov at Halloween Havoc Night 2. Now, Baron Corbin comes out. Dijak comes out. And, they're talking amongst themselves about like, oh, I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win, things like that. And then Dragunov comes on the screen and says that, well, here's the thing, right? We're going to add a fourth person. And this man is none other than Melo's boy, Trick Williams. Now, if y'all saw earlier on NXT Anonymous, Trick was talking to Cody Rhodes somewhere, in the back. And I was like, man, they finna add him to this damn match and make it a fatal 4-way. And lo and behold, that is exactly what was supposed to happen, per se. Now, in this state of mind, like it's happening, it's I mean, and Dijak and Baron Corbin, y'all are some instigators. Y'all wouldn't even let Melo even try to speak. Every time Melo tried to speak, y'all was cutting him off. Like, how you gonna do this to your man? Your man is stabbing you in the back. Look at your pants, man. Look at you. No, like the only thing that's ugly in this room is you. Like there was really going back and forth, talking about each other. Trick called Dijak number 12. Like it was just all. But what's so funny is how small Mello looks in this picture. This is me. I'm Mello, and then these are like my friends. That's how I look compared to like all the other people that I know who are way taller than me.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's just like Mello was shocked. He was like he couldn't believe his eyes that Trick was the fourth person, and I don't know, like kind of towards the end of it, Mello looked as if like he wanted to knock that man's head off, but he played it cool,
Hmm.
sort of, allegedly.
I don't know. I just it's unfortunate. That's all I'm gonna say. Knowing what I know now, it's very unfortunate. But hmm, I think by the end of the night, I think your man is not gonna be as innocent as you want to think he is. But we can
You
move on
know, I don't. Mello does not want your eyes.
because
I just see. Hmm.
Stephanie Hardy made a claim on Twitter.
Hmm.
She's very call a thing a thing.
Hmm.
Mello, Mello did something.
Now, you know what? I'm not gonna say that he did it because I did that thing with Jody and it wasn't Jody. But I also did it with Dirty Dango, and it was Dirty Dango. So right now, I am at a 50% chance that Melo could have done it, and then Melo did not do it. So I'm going to stay in between the 50% line because I'm not going to even be 100% on one side. Like no, I'm going to stay right in the middle of maybe he did it and maybe he did not. But I don't want to sit here and be like, you know what, Melo did not do that. Melo
Right.
did not do that. It was somebody else. And then boom, Melo's the one who did it. And then I'm like, you know what, Melo did do it. He's the reason why Trick is out the whole time. It's somebody else. So me, I'm gonna stay right in the middle, and that's it. I'm not gonna say anything else. I don't have no
That's a
words.
good question, though. That's fair.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm going to
And
be
the
50.
obvious answer is Corbin. Like, are
It
we?
could be Corbin. Hell, it could be Lexus King.
That is true.
It could be Dragonoff himself.
It could be Trick.
Or it could be
Hey,
Wesley.
that's true. Oh,
There's so many people that we can
hmm.
think about in a sense, like that could have possibly had, you know,
Yeah.
some kind of issue, and things like that. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna say neutral. I'm gonna say right there in the middle. It could be mellow and it could not be mellow. Hmm. That could also be true.
There's so many different variations.
Yeah, but
I think it's
like,
everybody.
I'm in the middle. I'm not saying nothing. Listen, Mello, I love you. I'm still gonna be on Mellow gang, so all the way. But Trick, it kind of look like you trying to hop on your friend's moment because you're trying to your friend wants to have his moment again to get the championship, and you're looking for your moment by being in the spotlight with your friend. But I don't know. I'm 50-50, but yeah. So NXT has definitely been in the land of showcasing the women on their show. And I enjoy the fact of that we have girls who have been a part of the NXT breakout tournament and those who have wrestled on Level Up and so on and so forth. And it seems like we're running into a feud between Tiffany and Fallon. Because of course last week when Oscar was there, Fallon was back there, Kalani, Blair, and Tiffany was back there too, and it seemed to be sparking, like I said, a feud between Tiffany and Fallon. Joseph do bring up a good point. Maybe NXT could give an Evolution pay per view if they wanted to. I mean, they could. They have the women. Like they may not be, you know, at the caliber of what they could be looking for, but at the end of the day, you still have these women that you have signed that have been doing their thing down on NXT Level Up, that have been doing their thing a part of this breakout tournament and have been having matches on these live shows. And if you truly want to showcase them in a different way, Tiffany right now is definitely looking like the locker room leader of these new girls. I mean, because Cora Jade, we don't know where she is. She says she shows up whenever she feels like it. Um, and I mean, some of the other girls, of course, are still dealing with their injuries. Like we know Jakara dealing with hers, or well, more so, let's say not medically cleared. I'll put it that way. We have Sol Ruka, who still, has her injury, probably still, in the works of not being medically cleared too. Then you got Nikita Lyons too, who's still dealing with her torn ACL, and everything like that. So I mean, this locker room of women that we have seen all throughout NXT for the past couple of months has been absolutely amazing to see. Honestly, Shawn Michaels has been doing a fantastic job, and even if they're just fucking standing right there in the back, who cares? You still see them. They're still relevant here, but I'm very interested in seeing this feud between Tiffany and Fallon because we haven't seen Fallon. I haven't seen Fallon in the ring in a while, and Fallon's actually a pretty good wrestler. And I feel like with her and Tiffany, the start of this is great.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm ready for Fallon to tell her, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up. That's what I that's what I need. That's how she holding that belt. Like Tiffany, please don't.
Look at me when
Please,
I'm telling you, Tiffany.
please don't. Please don't. But Fallon is pretty good. She's pretty good in the ring. She might be a little rusty compared to Miss Tiffany Stratton, but
That's true.
It's good to see all of the women in the breakout
Yeah.
tournament because I mean, tonight y'all was doing it, like doing it big. Like most of
Yeah.
these women were in matches,
Yeah. They
so
were.
it's good to see. But old Tiff, baby, she is definitely, she doesn't need a title. She's been built very
Mhm.
properly,
She has.
and I think a lot of people need to be able to get that, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
but it didn't take Tiffany long, and that's the problem. Sometimes it takes longer for others, and wrestling's 365, and in some of these businesses they're so cutthroat. They want it to be
Mhm.
then and there. And Tiffany is really, she I don't, I know I she is extraordinary. She like truly, she is an extraordinary piece, and she is a
Yeah.
star. And all these girls, they have potential to do that. NXT is just flooded, baby. They was
They
like,
are.
girl, we got 2 hours.
We're gonna showcase these girls, honey,
Yeah,
and that they definitely did. So,
yeah.
whew, like, child, I'm excited. I'm ready to see what y'all got, what they
You
could
need
become.
directions. That's what it's.
Girl, no, I don't need directions. I know where I'm going. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right now, honey. Danny's like, who the fuck let her in here? Oh God. All right. So speaking of more of the women, I do apologize for all the assets that are out, ladies and gentlemen. It's not my fault. Like I said, I just grab screenshots, and this is what we sometimes land on because this is what y'all provide. Because WWE is a little slow when it comes to posting their pictures on their website.
You get the
So
good pictures on Raw versus SmackDown.
we do, because we have time to
Yeah,
grab those. Because by the time then, you have to morph our way around things. So I wish I'll move a little bit faster, but
that's it.
first rounds breakout tournament, we had Carmen and we had Jada Parker, which I mean honestly this was a talk of the town type of match, all on social media. In a sense, I was very excited to see Jada Parker and everything like that, because I follow her on Instagram. I've seen a lot of her stuff that she was doing on the NXT live show, and she's like honestly truly she looks like one of those girls who is not someone you want to play with, like at all whatsoever. I like her presence. I like her attitude that she has.
Yeah,
Like she she could, if given time, as she gets into the ring a little bit more and everything, she's going to be, I have a feeling she's going to be great. Honestly, she's going to be one of those other girls that's going to be like, you know what, I'm not nothing to play with. She's gonna be like I can say I don't. I want to put her in a comparison with like a Victoria, in a sense, because a little bit of her power, she kind of gives me that in a sense too, though. But yeah, this was a great first round match, and those girls went a pretty bit a lengthy time too, though, which I do appreciate, because sometimes in these breakout tournaments they're kind of quick, fast paced to the hurry and everything like that. But they actually got a pretty decent amount of time. You got to see a little bit of showcase of both of them, in a sense as well. But Carmen, she picks up that victory and she goes on to the second round, which she will face Lola Vice next week and everything. So this is the updated bracket. Of course, you can see Jakara is not there. She's been replaced by Brinley, I think that's the name, Brinley Reese, excuse me, tongue twister.
yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, what did you think of uh a newcomer like Carmen and Jada? This being like maybe your first match, you may have seen them in the ring and everything.
Yeah.
So what did you think of it?
I thought they did pretty well. I enjoyed it more than I know a lot of people were enjoying the assets of the match and the ass and the titties
Mm-hmm.
and those things. But I enjoyed the athleticism of the match. I thought they were paired really well.
Mm-hmm.
Carmen was talking some shit online.
Yeah.
I like that. That's my type of, But I was really impressed. Once we get to the match with Reese, I was
Yeah.
really impressed with Reese. But I think that this is a good going. I think Danny. I think anyone that's up against Lola
Yeah.
probably is just gonna have to like strike out for next year because I think
Yeah.
they're probably gonna run Lola. Maybe Lola and Kalani or Eric. I know Grace is a big choice, but honey, I thought they did what they could, and it's good to see
Right.
that it's really hard to wrestle on TV. I'm starting to
Yeah.
learn that now, like as a non wrestler, but as a fan, like everyone's not going to be able to wrestle on TV, and so they did great. Miss Parker, let me tell you something. I like you. I saw
Yeah.
you
She's
going out there, honey. I saw
she is.
you.
Look at me. Like, girl, play Boosie Badass in the back.
I like that. But yeah, I think it's a dub for Miss Face. Maybe
I
not.
mean, I mean, there's been a lot of discourse on Lola on Twitter and everything that if she's good or she's not good, or people just like her because of how she looks. Ria's coming in, or how she looks and
There you
everything
go.
like that. And I mean, like, I feel like with Lola,
Yeah.
I I try to pay a lot of attention to her
Yeah.
in the ring because people are pretty high on her, and not only just because of her MMA background and everything too, but also because she's another one of those girls who have access now. And you
Yeah.
really don't have the girls that have the sex appeal that, a Mandy Rose was bringing out, you know what I'm saying? Or like what people consider what Nikita Lyons was giving,
Yeah.
too, as well. So like Lola being that next girl to provide that, in a sense. People are, like I said, pretty people. The people are high on Lola, honey. They, like, she could be the person to take this whole thing, on. But I feel like with Kalani Jordan too, though, um I think that Kalani is a great in the ring competitor too. Her match with Blair was great. Seeing her other matches that she's had previously, she's a great talent in addition to the NXT roster. Um, and I feel like with the breakout tournament, I appreciate the breakout tournament a lot because if you're
Yeah.
not watching like Level Up, then this may be your first time that you may be seeing some of these girls inside of the ring too, though. But you can also see like, okay, well, they have some type of potential. You know what I'm saying? This is our breakout tournament, your breakout star. Sometimes people who win these breakout tournaments, they don't necessarily become actually the breakout star. Sometimes they end up being somebody else that's a part of this. Like when, like with Tiffany, did Tiffany win the breakout
No, she
tournament?
lost.
Okay, so she ended up
Didn't
losing.
Roxanne? Roxanne
Roxanne,
won it.
yeah, Roxanne won it. You know what I'm saying? Roxanne, she did become that, technically a breakout star, but with Tiffany, it was on a whole nother level for her, you know.
Much
And
much later too.
much, yeah,
I
because
think everyone knew that Roxanne was gonna be
yeah, automatically.
like because
That's
she had already
predictable.
Tiffy wasn't from the indie, so
Yeah.
I agree with your point. Like Tiffany is very homegrown, and that's why I always sometimes am a little biased to the homegrown girlies,
Yeah.
only because I respect the girls on the indies that did their shit on the indies. I just feel like
Hmm.
there's just a different, I don't know, it's just different, and that's just true. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it's just different,
Yeah.
and I feel like they stripped Roxy like
Yeah.
completely. I definitely didn't think she was a bad wrestler. Just
Yeah.
didn't think that she was this just, oh my god. But everyone loved Roxanne Perez. You know what I'm saying? So and I think what they're doing with all of the women, it allows so many different, like you've built Tiffy,
Hmm.
you've built Roxanne, you've built
Yeah.
Gigi, JC, Thea. Lyra, like some of the girls are still being built, but you're building them. Like you put them with matches with a Becky Lynch, and that says a lot. That like, I don't know, like
It kind of shows how much they trust him too, though, to
yeah,
actually put
like
him in that position. Because being in that position, like you have to be, you have to be ready for it. And if
yeah,
they think that you're ready for it, then you're ready for it. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You go out there and you kill it. And a lot of those girls, they've been given their opportunity to kill it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the NXT, like I said, breakout tournament is one of my favorite tournaments because you truly get to see a lot of these girls coming into WWE, whether they came from like, straight out of college or, athletes in other sports and everything like that. They truly bring, sometimes they truly implement that inside of their move sets too, though. So shout out to Carmen for making it to the round two. She will face Lola Vice next week. Later on, we'll find out who wins between Ariana Grace and Bringley. I'm gonna probably fuck up her name so many times, but I think it's like
I think
Bringley,
it's Brinley Reese.
Brinley
Brinley
Reed.
Reese. You gotta say it like Brinley. It's a pretty name. It's just don't look right.
Um,
Brinley.
Brenlin.
Brinley. Yeah, Brinley.
Okay, it's very
Brinley. Oh, Brinley, honey. You know she finna graduate college, honey.
all right. So we do get see Tegan who's getting ready for her match with Lara Valkyria. And Natalia is just back there, being that supportive person that she always is and supporting, I guess, new profound tag partner, I guess. You can say that. Somewhat. I mean, Tegan did come out and help her last night on Monday Night Raw, and now Natalia's been here kind of on Tegan's side. For the most part. Natty's gonna tag with the girls. It don't matter. Natty's gonna do that, and and majority of the time, people who Natty tags with ends up winning gold.
That is true. Nanny, I just want to say, if you ever run into Jade Cargill, you
Oh,
have to do it. You have to look at her and say, Jade Cargill, I'm gonna kick your ass. You have to. You have to freaking do it. Okay?
oh.
Yeah, baby.
The silent awkwardness from the crowd
They,
is
they
disgusting.
weren't worthy.
They were not. They were like,
They were
gotta be
shout out
kidding
to at Mello. I think it's at Mello is Monet.
me.
That's where I got that video from. If you know, you know.
All
But
right.
but yeah, Tegan, I feel bad for her a little bit because you know damn well.
I mean, listen, you never know. It doesn't hurt to try.
This is bad booking.
I feel like Laura should have came out and interrupted the match.
I feel like it should have been Natalia and Lyra. And then Becky comes out while Tegan is trying to, well, I guess they're the face. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who's the mean girls or not. But I don't know because this is such a layup match, bro. The one thing that I do not like I love a good match, but don't give me now. I wouldn't be saying this if she would have won. But don't give me a match that's predictable. I don't like that. Not
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like I know everybody's talking about Mickey James and Trinity and then old Trinity. No, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Girl, have
Okay.
mercy.
Thursday night we'll be here, of course, for the predictions for Bound for Glory. Um, but Lyra, I knew you were gonna get the victory, honey. Tegan, you did great, but this is not Tegan did not need a loss right now. That is just not good booking for Miss Tegan Knox.
No, I feel like something else should have just happened within this
Yeah,
match, in a sense. So maybe Tegan could have lost her shit or something and just start wilding on Laura or something like
yeah.
that. But
But
of
another good, as much as I say it's bad booking for the
mhm,
result, it wasn't bad booking for the match itself. It's a great match,
it was good.
phenomenal match, and Lyra is such a man. I didn't pay attention to it, but Lyra's really becoming a veteran. Like
Mhm.
she is cold. She is like
Yes.
plastered on that match. She
Yeah.
will have one of the, in my opinion, a very underrated. We talked about this match the other night
Hmm.
with Rhea, with her and
Yeah.
Rhea.
It
My
was,
God, like she's just
man, that's nasty.
yeah,
It was. But yeah, so we get to Lara and Tegan. Great matches, Nikki said. But what made it even better was that our WWE Tag Team Champions made their appearance on NXT tonight, returning Chelsea Green, which eventually somewhere down the line, I think we did talk about maybe Chelsea
yeah,
returning or maybe just popping up and appearing on NXT, but she's not alone. Piper Niven is here as well. And I mean, of course, they have their issues with Tegan and Natalia because they seem to be the only ones truly standing up and talking trash back to Chelsea and
yeah,
Piper. Which it seems as if like this could possibly lead to something, which it led to Tegan losing the match because she was distracted of the fact of what was going on outside, which caused Lyra to get the victory ahead of her match with Becky Lynch in Halloween Havoc next week. Which led to, of course, we had this promo battle between Becky and Lyra, and it was just more so of the fact of that they are friends. They have some type of friendship history together, and may the best woman win, if you want to put it that way. To be honest, so I
yeah,
don't know. Becky has a plethora of women lined up uh to take to face her for that championship, which I honestly think that it is great because um Becky holding this title, she is utilized to give a lot of women that TV time, and it's not the fact of that, oh well, we just wrestle one time and then that's it. It's like, no, we wrestle and then boom, you're getting opportunities to be put in storylines and feuds. When you look at someone like Tegan Knox hadn't wrestled a match in I don't know months, and then she gets her opportunity with Becky. Even though there were some mix-ups that had happened, it's the match still ended up happening. She gets her match with Becky, and even though she lost, she still somehow implemented. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm hoping that with her aligning herself with Natalia, someone who she's mother. She's the boat. So she's gonna always be there somehow, some way. And then you move on and you bring like Lyra, who had like an amazing match with Rhea Ripley. And her winning that opportunity to face Becky at Halloween Havoc. And then you have Indy Hartwell, who's coming off, came from off her injury, never lost that NXT Women's Championship, and then boom, she's getting a title opportunity next week. I believe before Halloween Havoc. And then you got Xia Li, who we have not seen in a very, very long time, unless you saw her on main event. And she's going to be possibly getting an opportunity. And maybe somewhere down the line, somebody else will probably be getting an opportunity that we kind of saw a glimpse of later tonight. TikTok. We also saw Gigi Dolan, who is obviously she is still has her issues with Miss Blair. And well, of course, like I said, Halloween Havoc is coming up next week. And I mean, of course, we have the return of Spinning the Wheel. And then, of course, we know that Shotzi is the one who's going to be hosting along with Scarlett. And we'll definitely we definitely found out what type of match that Gigi and Blair will be happening. It's going to be a lights out match, and whew, we know how those lights out matches went. We did see one with Tiffany and Wendy Chu, which haven't seen Wendy Chu in a very, very long time either. So I don't know where she is when she's going to come back, but she could still have her injury or something going on. I have absolutely no idea, but Gigi girl, lights out. It's gonna be great. Honestly, I think this tension between her and Blair. Oh, it's like it's gonna be wild. Yeah, unsanctioned match, bitch. That what she told her is. And Gigi and Blair, they're gonna have like their feud has been riling up. Blair catching strays in the back, Gigi catching strays in the back. Either one of them just taking each other out, which I think is great because you don't really
yeah.
see that many that women brawl the way they do though.
And I think also the difference between what's going to happen with Roxanne and Blair
Hmm.
versus Blair and Gigi is I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a little more gore. And
Can you
that's why
imagine?
it's going to be unsanctioned because you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to be held responsible and it's not even going to count. You can
No.
be capacitated at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm Team Gigi because I don't know much about Blair. I like Blair. She hasn't rubbed me the wrong way yet.
Yeah.
Um,
I would definitely end up being on the opposing side because I do like Gigi, but I,
yeah,
I am very familiar with Miss Blair. And of course, like with her NXT UK days and stuff like that, and she is, and also like her indie stuff too, though. Like, girl was, mm, I don't know. I hope there's blood on the dance floor. Honestly, I want, I want all of it. So this wasn't the only one that we did find out. We did find out another spin the wheel match too, though, which we'll get into later. We also caught up with Von Wagner, who is alive and working on his way to get back, physically healthy. Robert is not happy at all whatsoever. I know that Braun Breaker did a promo, and basically Robert said, "You know what, bitch? I'm coming out of retirement, and I'm gonna beat your ass next week. You orange bitch. So be prepared, Dominic Toretto. I'm coming for you and your family." So,
I can't take it.
you know what? It's gonna be great though, because we haven't seen Robert in the match in so long. But Jesus Christ, honey, you might get broken in half because that is Braun Breaker, and he don't have the two K's in his name for no reason. Could have been three, but we know where they went. Also, we move on to our other women's match for the night: Shotzi versus Kiana James. Which Shotzi did beat the hell out of Kiana James last week because Kiana thought she was going to try to attack Roxanne Perez, and Shotzi was like, no, man, it's not happening." And they end up having this match here. I always enjoy because Shotzi only comes down to NXT a lot of times around Halloween time and everything because of Halloween Havoc. Get you some victories in with some of those girls down there. And Shotzi look absolutely amazing, honey. She does. Like she has been killing the game. I love her hair. I'm loving the looks that she's been pulling out. I mean, Halloween horror October is a month of Shotzi, honestly. Because this is when she shines and shows up the most. And she ended up getting a victory over Kiana James. I don't think this match really lasted too long in a sense, but it was just something quick, straight, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah.
Something just to give Shotzi, a little before she goes off and hosts Halloween Havoc with Scarlett.
I think honestly, I don't give a damn how long it was.
Yeah,
This was a women's show tonight.
it was.
100%. And her gear,
So cute.
immaculate. Her hair, everything was done appropriately. So shout to
Mhm.
shot for that, because girl, you
Mhm.
really ate that. You ate that. You look good. Kiana, I'm still a fan though. Even though,
Yeah, you know.
yeah. You still, hey, I fuck with you. But you had to, you had to take the L tonight.
She did. She definitely did. So sorry, Kiana, but girl, you got Roxanne next week. And you guys match, and yeah. So like we were saying earlier, somehow, some way, Trick gets attacked. Don't know how it happened. Don't know what happened, but obviously he was taken to a I guess a hospital or a local medical center. Whichever one you guys like to say. And well, Twitter was running through like, no, not like this, you guys. Like, not y'all trying to paint Mello as the person to be the one to do this. And I'm like,
No.
I'm 50-50. I am 50-50. I mean, yeah, that's how it always is. It's always convenient when you show up after somebody gets attacked. You know what I'm saying? He was the biggest one to be pissed off and confronted Trick after it became a fatal four-way match. I mean, yeah, because it's like, you know what? Like, what are you doing? Like, come on, and you're supposed to be getting your North American championship back. I'm supposed to be getting my NXT championship back. What happened to the plan? You're going off script. Like what are we doing right now? Like we had a plan to
You're
say
right
that, oh,
though.
you're supposed to, you said it, we're like, I'm gonna get my championship back, you'll get your championship back, and then boom, we're gonna run this thing like we've been. And
Yeah.
now it's like No, no, no. I don't want that championship. I want this title. I'm the one that can beat Dragon off. What are you doing, Trick?
Like, when did this happen all of a sudden?
You just tricking around, ain't you?
I
Tricking
don't.
around from all these different titles, huh? That's what you're doing. Let me stop. I'm 50-50. So
She said tricking around. Let me stop.
let me stop. I'm
Hey, you
50-50.
are
So
funny. Girl, you said
I can feel
50-50,
I
girl.
can feel myself rising over to the side of Mellow is innocent. So let me stay 50-50 in this because
Oh, Jesus.
I'm about to be 75 on Mellow is innocent.
Pray for him.
Is pushing. So let me stay out. Let me stay in the
Jesus.
middle. But yeah, so I don't know what happened. I did see that like Mello did throw the chair away, I guess, or whatever. To I don't know. People try to say, oh, he's trying to cover up the evidence, but
Right.
maybe he was just moving out the way so he can get down. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever put your hand on a chair and try to get down on the ground and it just poke your hand? Who wants to deal with that? Like that's just like being stabbed with a spoon. Like how would you like? Why would anybody want to deal with that? I'm just saying. You tell me. You try to get you. It's something laying on the table. You trying to get down to help your friend, and then boom, your hand hurt now because you put your hand on that hard ass chair. You got to move out the way. He was mad. He threw the chair because he was mad, not because he was trying to hide the evidence. But I'm 50-50. So I'm just saying, like, cut him some slack. All right, Trick is gonna be okay. You know, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna show up next week, and oh god, he's gonna show up next week. Okay, we'll definitely gonna be back next week to talk about what may happen. Okay, so then not only just the whole thing with Trick that happened, obviously Nathan pulls up on Dom and said, "Bitch, ain't no security guards around now. What's up?" And then I mean he just started beating the hell out of Dominic. And Dominic, I don't know if you've been like babied a little too much, but why you not swinging off? Let me tell you something. If this was Damien, if this was Finn, and even if this was Rhea, maybe they would not be going out like that. Absolutely not. That man beat your ass, and all you could do was run away. And guess who came out and saved you? Rhea Ripley once again. And I strive to have a relationship like Dominic and Rhea because no matter what, if my man, I'm gonna come out there and save my man any chance I get. The same way my man will come and try to save me any kind of way. So he is scared of Nathan Frazier. Remember, Santana, this little boy can't fight his fights without mommy. That is true. But what he can do is defend that damn title and win. So this is a 20-year vet, Mickey James. So please know that it would it would
Somebody
never
let
be no.
Mickey J know that Dominic Mysterio has been in the game, according to Dreon Santana, for 20 years. Somebody please tell Mickey James this. Please. Please, 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 please.
I would never forget that being said. All right, but yeah, so Dominic gets saved, and of course, I think that eventually we're gonna run into Nathan Frazier versus Dominic for that North American championship.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, more spinning the wheel. We caught up with Shotzi and Roxanne after her match, and she spins the wheel here to find out what her match with Kiana James is going to be, and it's going to be a Devil's Playground match. And I mean, I'm I'm interested. Why don't we have like no boiler room match or buried alive or what is this biker's chain match and spinner's choice and all that stuff there.
It would have been nice.
It would have been, but
It
it's
would have.
probably just a Falls Count Anywhere match. It's just Devil's Playground, Halloween this shit up. I'm sure everybody's gonna be in their costumes and
Oh,
everything.
definitely.
Maybe we should. I
That's the
don't know,
plan.
man.
Gotta find something.
I am gonna go to the store this weekend, so I
I
might find
don't
me a little,
have
might find me a
anything.
little Halloween ish to put on and
I
everything.
want us to because our Halloween NXT Uncut show is on Halloween too. So we should
Yeah,
dress up next week and we should dress up.
yeah, cause like yeah, Halloween Havoc is 2 nights, so it'll be on the
Correct.
24th and the 31st. So
So yeah. We should
Everybody
do
get
that.
festive and everything like that.
I
Drink
don't even
blood.
know
All
what
that
I
stuff.
would dress as.
I have to find something
But
quick and easy or something like that. I'll
I want to
probably do
be a
something.
flight attendant on the second night.
I gotta figure. I want to do something like. Mm,
I
I
will
want to
go
do.
to Party City. I've never been one of these people, but I kid you not, I will go to Party City and wear some janky ass outfit just on camera, just because I know it's $10 and it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have no idea. I will go get like a mermaid because I have a red wig.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
I don't
see.
know what I would do though. I had to figure it out when I go to the store this weekend, and normally I
Yeah,
kind of do a lot of festive things like my like little hat accessories and stuff like
yeah,
that, and I let my makeup do the talk for me. So I don't
yeah.
know.
Well,
Do Nikki and Santana think some matches on night two of Halloween Havoc get the spin the wheel treatment? Probably
mm,
so. I am
have
looking for a boiler room brawl.
yeah,
I would not mind it. I definitely think that should
we need
happen
it. Yeah,
somehow, some way. So.
we need
All
it.
right, so we get to our last first round of the NXT Breakout Tournament: Ariana Grace versus Brinley Reese. Hope I said that correctly. And a lot of people or a lot of discourse was about the fact that Brinley did look like Sol Ruka in a sense, especially with her gear and everything. But I can say, if her and Sol Ruka want to be a tag team, they'll be a damn ass badass tag team because Brinley was doing some amazing things inside of the ring. She was truly, um, although I knew she wouldn't win in a sense, but she was truly going out there to fight like she was a winner, and she was definitely giving Ariana a run for her money, in a sense as well. But Ariana does advance on to the semifinals and everything, so she will face Kalani Jordan next week too, though. So what about this match here, Nikki? No, I'm pretty new with Brinley.
Yeah,
This is my
me
first time actually seeing her in a match and everything. So,
I was
but
really impressed.
Mhm.
I was really impressed by her, and I think Grace had to really pull out some stops too, and get people more familiar with who she is.
Yeah,
So, but they're gonna run Grace.
yeah.
Um, they have to. It was the
I think it's
same
like a
way.
redemption thing though, because of how she was injured. Like she didn't necessarily truly get a chance. Cause I think she ended up getting replaced because she didn't really
True.
get a chance to even be a part of the tournament,
Yeah,
per se. So I think this is more so a redemption thing for her. So
that's why she should lose.
she
She get to the
probably
final, she should lose, and then whoever wins, she should have beat the hell out of them.
literally take that damn brace off and beat their ass.
Lola Vice.
Yeah, yeah.
There.
Tiffany was the one who did replace her last year.
Oh,
So, I mean, and here we are, Tiffany.
and here we are.
So
Wow.
shout out to Ariana Grace for going on to the semifinals. Okay, so let's run into what will be happening next week. We have
Yeah.
the in-ring debut of Alexis King coming in on Halloween Havoc night one. Nikki and I will be here for Halloween Havoc night one uncut post show. So definitely make sure you
Mm.
guys be here. All right. Also, Kiana James versus Roxanne Perez in the spin the wheel, make the deal. Devil's Playground match is what Roxanne landed on. Oh, stretcher match, casket match.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I got. Coal miner glove on a pole. Oh,
I
girl.
can't read that far. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
I was just trying to see what I can see over here. But yeah, so that was playground, honey. It's about to get. I might find me a devil outfit to fit the
That's
festivity a little
cute.
bit.
That's cute.
Oh, devil light. Also, we do have a lights out match. Gigi Dolan versus Blair Davenport. Um,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how this goes. Gigi is no stranger to hardcore type matches, and definitely neither is Blair. So I know that this match here is going to be it's going to be great. Honestly, very excited to see that. Also, we do get to our semifinals. Carmen versus Lola Vice. And we have Kalani Jordan versus Ariana Grace taking place next week too. So we'll be getting to our finals, y'all, like real soon. And I'm sure that all four of these women are gonna do an amazing job. They've been doing an amazing job thus far. So I'm sure that whatever the outcome is gonna be, I'm sure everybody's gonna be happy. But if somebody gets screwed out of their opportunity, it's definitely gonna be a havoc on
I
Halloween.
love a good screw job.
We love it here. Also, we do know Becky Lynch will be facing Lara Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship as well. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be great for the women, honestly.
Yeah.
And of course, we get to
Oh,
our main event: Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes versus Dijak. This triple threat match closing out the show. It was really, really good.
mhm.
It truly was. Mello, of course, being the little man in the match, which honestly I feel like this is only a bigger feud between Dijak and Baron Corbin per se, because those two were truly, as Mello was kind of like on the outskirt of the match. I mean, Baron and Dijak were really giving it to each other. Pause.
Yeah.
Like it was it was it was very, very, very intense to the point where I'm like, you know what? I think maybe I would like to see a one-on-one match between these two.
Yeah.
Because Dijak is, for Dijak's size, he is. I've seen his matches that he's had with Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Crazy. I've seen the matches he had with other competitors. Crazy. Baron, I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not gonna take away from his in-ring ability.
You know
Uh,
what's also crazy? The way your man was out here stealing victories tonight.
I'm sorry. What do you mean stealing victories?
He stole
I
that
think
victory.
that I mean, listen,
He did.
Baron hit his finisher.
There it is.
Mello hit his finisher on Baron. Baron rolled his ass out the ring. Dijak was laid out flat. Now imagine him pinning Baron. It stays Baron.
It's okay. He still attacked Trick. We're gonna find it out in Halloween Havoc. 50-50. But
Okay. I am happy that my man won. Well deserved. I don't know what the outcome would have truly been if Trick was included in this match, honestly. So we run it back again. Mello
Dijak.
versus huh?
Dijak would have won.
Maybe. But
Look at him crying like it's his first damn time.
listen, that man has been going through a lot. He already has the ice pack ready because he
Your man
knows
going here, buddy.
what for
Clip it
what.
right here. Your man going here.
Well, listen, it ain't like he ain't been healed before.
That's true.
So, and I mean, I know the crowd was chanting, we want Trick," and then y'all was chanting, "Mellow, mellow, mellow, mellow," and then he was like, "This is awesome, this is awesome." So, make up your mind, crowd. Who do you want? Who do you need? Okay,
Girl.
don't be flip flopping around here. I'm 50-50. Okay, but so shout out to Melo for getting the victory. He will go off to face Dijak for the NXT championship once again. And yeah, it's great timing.
You love to
What's
see
even more better is the fact of that, well, even after, this match was over and everything like that, Lyra was like, you know what, she gotta do what she gotta do, and she ripped up that photo of her and Becky. But what comes after this
it.
was what I don't think anybody was expecting to see Jay Cargill on the screen with the TikTok type thing. Now, I don't now it could be alluding to the fact of that it is the time is slowly about to stop
Yeah.
because we're about to finally maybe get into knowing where Jay Cargill will land at. Will she be on Monday Night Raw? Will she be on NXT? Or will she be on Friday Night SmackDown? Time is truly ticking, honestly. Or this could be the time where maybe time is ticking on Becky Lynch's title reign.
Mm. Well, I think she finna be. I think they're gonna give her the second night of Halloween Havoc, and Becky's gonna be her.
Becky's gonna be Jade.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, that's how I see it.
let's see. She won't have her debut
Mm.
to the Rumble. I see them stretching this out. But how long can you stretch out Jade Cargill's like a long way to debut though?
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa! God, God damn! How long can you stretch out Jay Cargill? It's
I didn't mean
crazy.
I didn't mean it. I
That
didn't
is
mean it like
crazy.
that. I
That is
didn't.
crazy.
I did not mean it like
You
that.
like
Blame
this is
Joseph.
NXT uncut.
Blame Joseph. Okay, I was just trying to, have an
I don't know,
understanding.
man.
I'm
I don't
blaming.
know. I
I'm
don't
blaming
think
Joseph.
it can't be the rest of the month. It can't be like two more NXT pay-per-views. I mean NXT specials. Y'all not
Yeah,
gonna keep doing this. Y'all gonna bring her.
we're gonna have
I'm
a
not gonna
throwback
wait till no damn. Let me tell you something. Bianca Belair is winning that Royal Rumble. Y'all can kiss my ass. And Charlotte Flair is gonna be the champion. She's gonna pick Charlotte. She's gonna beat Charlotte. That's how that's gonna go. Y'all ain't ruining this for us.
we still have some things to do. Unfinished business
Yeah, because
to
y'all try
take
to
care
ruin that shit at SummerSlam and put that title on Oscar. And that's why she packed up now. I love you, Oscar, though.
of.
But
Yeah,
yeah, Jade gotta hold down the black and gold for a minute.
yeah, she
I
does.
think they're gonna let her become the longest reigning. Like she's gonna have, for one, when they put the title on her, they're gonna have to exceed her reign in TBS, right? Obviously, they're gonna try to do something that's even bigger than that. What'd she go like 60?
60 and
Yeah.
60 something.
Oh, they're gonna do everything that they can to make sure that she gets that girl is gonna get a Roman reign, literally. So shout out to Jay, honey. I'm ready for you, girl. I know who you are. I'm very familiar. Never met you
Yeah,
in
she held that title for 508
yeah,
days.
they're gonna she's gonna yeah.
And she
And
had 60 straight victories.
yeah, and why
Mhm.
not do it with the NXT title? Let her put some grace in that because
Yeah.
she's bringing the eyes. People are
Okay.
gonna pull up, people are gonna watch. Her and Tiffany is gonna be the marquee of everything of everyone's existence.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just a matter of time before that happens.
mhm.
And when it does, it's gonna be it's gonna be a great time, honestly. So it truly is. Whew, guys, that definitely brings us to the end of NXT Uncut. I hope you guys have definitely enjoyed it and everything like that. Definitely, if you missed our Raw versus SmackDown show, definitely go back and watch that. We did that on Monday.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out. We dropped two interviews thus far with Danny Limelight and Shalance Royale. And we also have another interview coming out today, to be exact, with what I will say is a Hall of Famer. So I hope we can by soon we'll be saying Hall of Famer, but Hall of
Yeah.
Famer. So
Like
definitely be on the lookout for that. That will be dropping on today as well, October
yeah.
the 18th. Um, and we'll be also be back on Thursday for Impact Wrestling post show. We have Bound for Glory predictions on that show as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then, I mean, no show on Friday as of now, but I
Yeah, we
mean,
have
Saturday is Bound for Glory.
yeah,
So
we don't have anything Friday night, so we'll probably do gaming.
okay. So we'll do gaming with the Salt Shakers on Friday for you guys because we still got some things we need to discuss.
Yeah.
And on Saturday we will have our Bound for Glory post show, which as you know, whenever it comes for pay-per-views, I'm always excited for you guys to see these graphics because I really put my heart and soul and everything into these graphics.
Not that big back, honey.
Like,
Not that
you know,
voluptuous.
Yeah, all of it. What the Lord gives me at night.
honey.
Uh,
Okay. We're also
but
going to be doing some amazing work with the NWA as well. We'll be going to a couple of their tapings, so we'll have some footage for that. We have a lot going on. It's so like I was
we've
talking to
been
somebody
through
today, and
that.
I was like, man, I need to celebrate because there's just so much going on. Like I can't even express how much is going on, you know? And you always
Yeah.
gotta find those breaks and you always gotta find those times and stuff.
Hmm.
But I'm very excited. We're gonna be heading out to WrestleCade in a couple weeks. So we're gearing up for that because that's gonna be a road trip. You guys are gonna get to see us on our longest road trip, our first road trip. Well,
To
not our
be,
first together, but a
it
road
would
trip.
be like in person wise road trip because
Well,
normally
we did Atlanta, but that wasn't a long trip.
no. But even with that, like, of course, Nikki and I we be on the phone anyway. So
Yeah.
like, it is like we're traveling together. Nikki will sometimes majority of the time Nikki gets there before I do, because it's
What?
more of a
That
shorter.
is crazy.
Nikki gets to the places before I do
I
because
do.
sometimes Nikki either flies or she drives, and her
That's
drive is a little shorter than mine.
that's true.
Um,
Drives
and
are always shorter unless we go to Memphis.
unless and we arrived at the same time for Memphis. So
We're
um
we're hoping to do some stuff with Memphis wrestling too.
yeah.
We're gonna try to get out there, but
We're on our indies run in a sense.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With occasional appearances at the big promotions and everything like that. So
Our big promotion is Impact,
it is.
if we're being honest. Like that's our that's our cream and crop. But I think since we're not going to BFG, there's no more Impact for the States. It's all for Canada. So
Hmm.
we're definitely going, no matter what Santana has to get on a plane for Hard to Kill. I'm not even like questioning it. I know your first and last name. I'm booking your hotel. I told because me and Santana are on Clubhouse a lot. Like when I say a lot, I mean like every day. And my PTR, my picture is a flight. And I told Santana I'm not changing it until she gets on one. So she's gonna get on two and 24.
And
Okay.
she has not changed that PTR. I've
No,
changed my PTR on multiple
multiple
occasions.
times. I'm not
My
changing it.
PTR even got censored. Uh
Yeah.
somehow, some way, I don't know.
That's gonna be the one thing that Santana does for 2024. Flight to Vegas. I've never even been to Vegas, so we're going to Vegas, and then we're going to Philly. I've never been to Philly. I had
I
to
just
do
never
LA
understood it.
solo, and I had to travel to LA solo, and I'm not doing it. Like it's you guys like I will tell you guys some of the craziest stories in LA on Twitch, like exclusively on Twitch. But when I say my flight got canceled,
Oh, it
it
was
was
a terrible day.
it was the crazy. I was literally, first of all, had just walked. I can say this because it's not much, but just walked to go get food. Came back, got food, sat down, and was like, "Oh, your flight's canceled." I've never had a flight canceled ever in my life. So don't know how to react to it. I'm on there trying to figure everything out. That was night one. I left LA Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So it was just ended up at Raw, ended up like, oh my God, like I was already going to see Mercedes anyway. LA was such a time. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna speak for myself. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for me going to LA. 100%. Like if I never would have went to LA, I don't even think I would still even be in what we're doing now and how monumental it is and how quick we've been able to pick up. Shout out to Battleground Podcast
Hmm.
for letting us do that interview today too,
Yeah.
because that was very just y'all gonna be happy, and I know people are gonna be genuinely happy for us because of what we do with Impact. So
Hmm.
blessings. You can, of course, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm causing the chaos. You might see me pop up in your favorite space. You might see me do whatever, but I'm all about chaos for the next quarter. Um,
You gotta
last,
go out with a bang,
oh
man.
yeah.
You do.
Speaking of bang, you can Google Santana, of course.
OOGLE. Me, research me. You'll find me. Click them keys and Google me.
Yeah, we gotta get that out of here again. We gotta go ahead and pack that up tonight. I'm telling you right now. You can follow our socials on Instagram at the Shakers Den, on YouTube at the Shakers Den,
Yeah.
on Twitter at the Shakers, because obviously somebody was trying to break into our den, um, and we had to make a hit a, you know, change the locks a bit.
Yeah.
And website is going to be coming soon. It's pretty much, like I said, it's pretty much ready to go. It's just other logistics of things, but I'm really excited for you guys to see the website, because all of that was done by me and everything.
Yeah.
Free of
Oh,
charge. But yeah, so it was a great timing for it and everything. But yeah, so we thank you guys for hanging out with us here, and we will see you guys back on Thursday for Impact Wrestling and Bound for Glory predictions. It's going to be great. You guys have a great night, and like I said, we'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.